Do you regret ever starting OnlyFans? Be honest.
Nope.
Into the mic.
I wish that there was a different way for me to be successful. Because I
There's
do
plenty of
feel,
different ways, though.
Yeah, they are.
yes, but
Maybe harder, but
Where, like, dick harder?
where I was, okay, well, all right, well, given my life or whatever and the opportunity being presented, it was the easiest way. And, well, not the easiest way, but I felt that I could definitely succeed in this. So I definitely went this route, but I am aware that there is major cons to being in the OnlyFans industry. And I personally would have preferred meeting my dream man who could have just taken care of me, and I didn't have to go this route because I believe that I will have problems finding a man. And of course I would have loved to just, you know, do that other route, but here I am now, and I'm still happy in my choosing my life, and it's still exciting and fun. And
So you did it because you kind of gave up on finding a man that would take care of you?
no, it's because the opportunity was presented itself. It was exciting. It was, you know,
convenient.
What did I felt that I can get to the next level this way, so this is what I chose. But yeah, I would. It's not that I.
Are you content with the fact that your dream man will never want you back?
To be honest, my dream man would be open-minded to this. I feel like I go for a man. I want a man who's open-minded for something a little bit like different than just a regular.
But you said a second ago that you would prefer a controlling man, correct?
I do want a controlling man.
Okay, so you want an assertive, dominant, controlling man, right?
Correct.
Are you aware that these men never commit to women that are in sex work? Period.
Right.
Period. Like, that's just not what we do. Like, we're like our last names are more important than your happiness. Because if I associate myself with a certain type of woman, it's gonna fuck up my status. Why would I go with a girl that makes maybe $100K a month on OnlyFans? That's great and all, but I can just go get it. I make money already. I'm just gonna get a girl that won't embarrass me and hurt my legacy.
Yeah, what's 100K?
But
Well,
at the end of the day, if I had
what I'm trying to explain is that men don't care about women's money.
Yeah, period.
That's my my
I
point.
hear what you're saying.
I'll take a girl that's a brokey that won't embarrass me over a girl that is wealthy but on OnlyFans any day because my status is decreased by what my woman does.
Yeah, 100%.
But what happens when you just get tired of her and she's already at 32 years old? Like in my situation, let's say I went for the man who had the money and took care of me.
Yeah.
What happens when he just wants something new?
Well, if he took
I'd
care
rather
of
have
you,
put myself in the situation where I can decide. I have other routes other than just him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine.
There's so many beautiful women. I live in Florida. There's so many women here.
Yeah.
You understand? So what's to say that he's going to stay with me? I'd rather be the moneymaker and I got my own. And if I find love, I find love.
But that comes at a price, though, ironically enough. Being the moneymaker, that comes at a price that you can't necessarily afford.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Because you're never going to be able to buy a strong, assertive, dominant man that has these traditional qualities that's going to want you back.
And you become a target for
simps and losers. The guys that don't make money.
Yeah.
The very men that you're trying to attract are going to be repulsed by you. So they're not going to take you seriously. They might have sex with you every now and then. They might go on a date with you. Yeah. But as far as like claiming you, going out on dates with you publicly and saying, this is my woman, most guys are going to shy away from that.
I don't think, listen, so nothing in this world is impossible. There is still a chance. There is still a chance because in the end of the day, I know what I bring to the table, and that's just not just my financial.
What do you bring to the table that a guy would want then?
I feel like I'm intellectual. I'm there for a man. I'm honest. Like, I feel like I'm a man's best friend. I'm not a woman that's going to sit here and say, just tell me what I want to hear. I'm going to be a partner. I'm a good partner. You know, Well,
there's plenty of girls that are 21 that aren't involved in OnlyFans that can have these traits as well.
Loyal.
Why does that have to be 20?
That's fine, but in the end of the day, I'm a unicorn, though. I feel like I'm different.
Not really.
Unicorn, bro. You're not a unicorn.
Women are way more similar than they think they are. The problem is that we kind of gas women up and shoot sunshines up their rainbows. Rainbows up their asshole, telling them that they're special. But most girls are very, very similar. I mean, matter of fact, when we asked y'all questions, a lot of you guys agreed on some of the takes that we had. Is because biology is biology, and women are attracted to what they're attracted to. So I look at it like you sit there and you say, "I'm special, I'm intellectual, blah blah blah." These are traits that you could find in a girl that doesn't do OnlyFans.
Well, men are just as.
So I've got a question here for you.
A square girl who hasn't had experiences, who doesn't know what she likes and what she doesn't. Do you really want a woman who hasn't went and experienced other things other than just you?
Let me ask you a better question. do you think men prefer women with experience or no experience?
Ooh.
They're going
None.
to cheat on them with the
Well,
woman
hold on.
with experience.
Answer the question.
And they're going to be more stimulated by the
So
woman who
true.
has experience, who can have a
Okay, but
conversation.
hold on. But who has
can
the
do
ring?
this.
Who has the
Cheat on
title?
his good wife with you.
Who has the title and the ring though?
Yeah.
Who has the
Exactly.
title and
Who has the title and the ring? The
Why
experienced
have the-
girl or the not
but
experienced
the
girl?
not
being
experienced, but who
disrespected.
who in the end of the day
Oh.
is he feeling excited by? Who is
That's a
he
temporary
wanting
feeling.
You
to go
gotta
and
be
see?
Why
would you want-
Of course, excited to see you. Come
Look.
on, Alexis.
No,
Look.
it's just
Why would
beyond
you-
sex.
Look,
It's,
You got BBL. Come on,
The
relax.
reality is this. I get what you're saying. Like, he's going to be excited to see the other girl because she has experience, but he's not going to commit to her.
not
What
gonna go
women
home
want
to her.
is women don't want to be in the sex only zone, which is what you're describing right now. Women want to be take a last name, have a home, be
Kids,
with a guy that they
family,
like,
yeah.
a kid and family. That's what women get fulfillment from. That's what they get it
Yes.
from. Not being a side piece. What you're describing is side piece lifestyle, which is great. But that does not necessarily mean that you want that. Women want stability with one guy. So
Right.
I would argue the girl that's exciting and has experience, she's
it has
actually the
nothing-
loser
I don't mean
overall.
experience just sexually. I just mean
Bro,
in general.
Life.
Who can hold a conversation? Who?
you can hold
Okay, look,
Live
let
life.
me give you guys a breakdown of how men think versus how women think.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I want to be the first one to get put her in a Lamborghini. I want to be the first one to put her on a private jet. I want to be the first one to take her to Dubai. I want to be the first one to take her to a nice restaurant. When she has these experiences already, you want to know what men think? Whore.
Slug.
If I see a girl on a private jet, whore. I see a girl at a fancy restaurant, whore. Girl in a Dubai by herself, etc. Not showing pictures of the guy that took her there, whore. Like men, when they see women with experience, like you're trying to claim, we're not attracted to that.
Yeah.
Men are attracted to women that don't have any experience. That's why since the beginning of time, men want virgins or girls with low body counts. But girls, on the other hand, want a guy that's competent, successful, and older. We are not attracted to the same things. What you're mentioning is what women are attracted to: experience and intellectual and all this other shit. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Can
at
we
all.
Yeah, but what
rewind to
happens
you?
when he
I
gets
have
bored
a
of her? You're not significant. You bring nothing to the table but just opening your legs and shutting your mouth up.
Because men want peace and quiet, and that's the girl that gets the ring. That's who gets married.
Okay, but
That's who gets married.
They are
I am not
happy with
quiet.
each other though.
That's that makes the man happy. Because here's yeah, stop interrupting. Men and women are not attracted to the same things. We don't want a girl that's experienced. That's what you want. That's not what we want. We don't give a fuck about none of that.
That's
you,
facts.
like you think I go up to a girl like, oh, you own real estate? Oh, that's so hot. My dick is hard. I don't give a fuck. I got real estate. So I'm the one that's gonna make the money because I know no matter what girl I get with, she's gonna expect me to pay the bill anyway. So why do I care how much money you bring to the table? She's gonna expect me to be competent and be experienced. Why the fuck do I give a shit about her experience? Like men want girls that don't have experience. We want to be the first one to show them certain things. That's how men
Okay, so
are.
let me ask you a question. So real quick.
Yeah.
So let's put me and a girl who has not touched the money that I have touched.
Yes.
What happens if you give that other girl the money and she switches up?
What do you mean by that?
Point period blank.
Period.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's say me, so I've experienced, I've traveled myself. What happens when a man that can offer her more comes into play or like shows her more than you can?
Well, here's the thing. The lower a woman's body count, there's studies that show this shit, the higher the likelihood that the marriage will last and that she will not cheat.
Well,
But the higher her body count, the higher the likelihood that she's going to cheat.
But at least you know with me that I know what I want. I've experienced it all, and obviously I'm choosing you. The other girl hasn't.
No, you don't
been
know what you
anywhere.
want because you just made an argument for a cuck, but then you on the other side you said that you want a controlling man.
Right.
So you don't know what you
Well,
want.
She's
because
angling it, saying she's not easily impressed by other people, and that'll make her stay with you longer.
No,
Apparently.
because women build bonds with men that show them their first things.
Right.
So men leave imprints on women. So
Hmm.
you want to be the strongest and first imprint on that female. That's why women that are virgins or women that have low body counts last significantly longer in marriages and relationships. They just do.
Have
That's
you
a
went
fact.
into the science of why that is?
There's a bunch of reasons why.
Well, the main reason why is because whenever a woman is entered by a man and not our mouths, like our actual pussies over here.
Yeah.
So there's a chemical that gets released, and
Oxytocin.
every single time that we connect with a man, it makes us further away from the man that we actually end up with at the end of the day. So like we're not gonna be able to make that amazing connection with our husband if you've got 20 people on your body versus 10 people.
So,
So you know.
Oh, I fucking know.
Okay.
And you still.
Hey, you still on the
do.
streets.
Hey, I didn't name my body count. I just said I don't know.
That's even worse.
We
by the way.
should ask her
That's
that
even
question.
worse.
Yeah, I mean,
off,
do you know it? You don't know it, right?
I don't count it.
It's over.
Yeah, that's actually.
I don't even know. Like,
All right.
honestly.
Okay.
Well, either way, the point I'm trying to make is that experience for men is not as important as women try to argue it is. We actually prefer inexperience versus women prefer experience. That's just what it is. We want to be the first for you.
So what do you think about our prince, King Harry? No, I'm sorry, not our prince. The prince, King Harry, who married Meghan Markle.
Oh boy.
He got ridiculed
Harry.
for it. Think about that.
He got ridiculed, but here's the thing. Is he not still with her? And guess what? Everything's settled down now, and the royal family has brought him back into the family now that he stood up for his woman. But they only, what is it called? They only outcasted her because of her being an actress. She showed her nipple on one of her shows, and that's why the whole family basically said, like, she's not allowed because she was an actress.
You just literally proved my point. A woman's past can lower her own man's status. We have a prince getting shunned by his own royal family because of the female that he selected to bring in.
He was shunned, past tense. He is no longer, and they've been completely accepted into the royal family. He just had to put his foot down and say, look, this is my woman.
They did that
I
for
agree
PR
with
reasons. The reality is
Did
that
they?
that's a yeah, they did that 100%
Are
for
you
PR
a part
reasons.
of their PR group?
Everyone in England. Have you been to England?
Well,
Have you been to England?
have I been to England?
Yes.
Maybe?
Have you
Multiple
been?
times.
Oh, okay, sure. Probably on someone else's dime. But either way,
Actually, I had my own travel company for 3 years that I traveled
Fantastic.
on my own.
no one respects him in England. Everyone shits on him for it. He's constantly criticized by British media for what he did. No one respects men that wife up whores, especially men that wife up whores and try to bring them into royalty. That is why. That's
You
my.
think Meghan Markle's a whore for being an actress? I'm genuinely curious about your opinion on this.
I'm curious.
I mean,
too.
For the
That was
purposes,
just a strong word on it. So
she is a
is
whore.
that what you consider?
Yes, she is a whore.
Because
She dated
was
a
an
bunch
actress.
of NBA players. She was out here fucking doing some dumb shit. For someone who's a prince in England that has the type of status that he has, the higher status, the more sensitive you have to be about the women that you bring into said
100%.
status.
Yeah.
So he literally was ostracized from his own family because of the woman that he decided to bring in. If that does not prove my point that a man's status
Well,
can be
you're-
decreased by his female's past behaviors, I don't know what else proves it.
Well, actually, I was bringing up the point that you said a man with status would never be with a girl like that. So, Alexis, they would. And you might just get yourself a king because a king married a whore, so why
You
can't you?
just never know. I'm saying nothing
See,
is
Stop
impossible.
the show real fast. This is what I mean when I say females give each other terrible advice. What are the actual...
Hey, don't listen to my ass.
What are the actual statistical chances of her getting a prince to commit to her? Seriously.
What are they? Well, what are your stats on OnlyFans? Because you're probably like 0.003.
Incredible.
So her stats
Come
are
on, don't
already
disrespect
very
me.
extreme percentages. 0.001.
See, this is what I mean, man. Like,
for you.
y'all give each other destructive, terrible advice that
What's
is
your-
not realistic.
Move her away
your-
from me. I'm giving her bad advice. Get away
You
from
are
me.
giving her bad advice. You're giving her terrible advice, and girls do this to each other all the time. It's like, no, girl, you do what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a guy out there for you.
No, the thing is, she already did it.
What's your relationship
So she already did it.
status?
She's already done. She's already labeled herself as a whore. It is what it is. So like the best I can do is just
Lie.
But it's
Should
not
take
a lie.
ownership.
Lie.
it's not like no, it's facts. It happened.
Nothing is impossible.
It happened.
Like
So you want
A
us,
king
you want us to give you
married-
hope, right?
a whore.
you don't have to give me hope. I
She's
feel
comfortable
like-
with sexuality.
I feel that I
This is
will
crazy.
find my man who
Who?
will accept everything that I've done. I don't want to find him yet. I'm too busy experiencing and having
27.
my fun, doing my OnlyFans, having girl time, whatever it is.
So when do you
want
to settle down, though?
That what?
When do you want to find this guy, then?
When I'm around, I would
How old?
like.
How old?
I don't want a certain age, but in my 30s, I would love
In your
to.
30s?
Is it gonna
Do
be
you think-
harder
Yeah, do you
to
think
get a
you're going to have
guy
more value in your 30s or
older?
now?
Negative ghost
It doesn't matter with the right man that loves me. It's just that's it.
Incredible.
Girl, just manifest.
And nothing is
Manifest, girl.
impossible.